Whoa. Oh, man.
We are live, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go. Welcome, guys,
Wow.
to Night 2 of Wrestlemania here at Somewhere in the Ring. These are our love it. Our reactions, our live visceral reactions at it's 11:45 here in the Atlantic East Coast.
Ryan, I can't believe I can't believe I
Where do we go from here? You cried?
I did. The whole thing was, especially when Michael Cole started talking, like it felt a lot of the energy around it feels real. And I think it's felt that way for this whole storyline. I don't know where they go next. I don't know, like, this is one of I think the better storyline executions I think I've seen them ever do, especially, and I think last year is part of that. So
absolutely.
The Taker choice was odd.
Yes, not what I was expecting.
I feel like I think you and I had talked about this. I think the biggest rumor was Stone Cold, especially because that would have made like some kind of sense.
That was my prediction all along. I was waiting for the.
Well, I think that was a pretty strong rumor out there too. Yeah, it made sense. He's the only one. Like, I feel like they were trying to go with this, like, oh, this person who's undefeated, but not really at WrestleMania can stop The Rock at WrestleMania. But then it's just like, well, no. And I think Cole even said that he was like, oh, The Undertaker is back at WrestleMania. And it's just like, yes, but the person
it was more like the American Badass.
More like a mall walker. He looked very cozy. He looked very comfy and cozy. So I'm good, and I hope he gets to bed early. But
he's wearing the pedometer on his
where they each time they had to cut the lights to get people out of there, and it took so long. It took so long to get them out of there in the dark.
I know all those older guys. They need a little help, buddy.
But
we'll get to the execution of the final match for sure. Yeah. Should we? Let's run through the matches.
Run them back.
I know.
I mean, I think it had also an incredible opening, though. The Drew McIntyre Seth Rollins match was really, really good, and and a great finish, and I think Becky and Seth are going to take some time off.
Yes, absolutely.
Cena was a lot of fun.
Cena was great.
Thank you, Facebook users. Cena was a lot of fun. But Cena also made sense because he had like a beef with Solo going. Like it was.
Oh, okay, we'll get there. Yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
No.
And Punk and McIntyre, just all that, how that played out was awesome. I love Damian Priest. A friend of mine that I was texting with was talking about how much they're pushing the new era stuff, like really pushing that it's a new era. And I think putting the World Heavyweight title on Damian Priest is a perfect like step in that direction, and really like exemplifies like, yes, we're going in a new, like there's a new era, new people pushed to the top. I guess I was wrong on my Judgment Day idea for now. I do think we could see like JD McDonough and Dominic getting the boot from Judgment Day tomorrow or something along those lines.
Yeah.
But we'll see, we'll see.
With
could be whatever
retaining and now Damian having that, they both could just be like, we don't need this anymore.
Yeah, maybe. The only reason I think that wouldn't happen is because they got the Slammy for best faction this morning.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So, and I mean, maybe like, WWE has done stuff like that before, but a lot of these Slammies felt very timely. But yeah, but that was a great cash in. I was so glad he finally did that. I love Damian Priest. I can't wait to see like who his first rivalry is with. Maybe it's Finn Balor.
Well, look, I'm just going to throw it out there. Clash at the Castle, June, Glasgow, Scotland. I honestly think McIntyre might have a chance to get it back.
Ooh, maybe.
in front of a hometown crowd.
Yeah, maybe.
Deserves it.
I wouldn't be surprised. He definitely yeah, I don't know. I think it would depend on if Punk's back by then.
Yeah.
Because he
Yeah.
did
Oh, good
seem,
point.
I mean, he did the bare minimum tonight, but he did seem like, I feel like ripping off that arm brace was to kind of show
That was a message.
I'm good. Yep, I'm back sooner than everybody thinks. So,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
forget what the timetable was supposed to be anyway, but it's been a long time since Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it has. Yeah. Gosh, I couldn't even tell you. I don't remember when that was.
About 3 months. Yeah, it was
3
in
months or
January.
so. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Next up,
You gotta fill me. You gotta fill me in on this one. I had to
Did
put
you
my
miss some
kids
of
to
this one?
bed.
Okay.
Yep, I had to put my kids to bed, and then for the match after this, I was making pizza for the first little bit. So these
Okay.
next 2 matches are mostly on you.
Okay. So we had the Philly Street Fight. We had the Final Testament with Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain versus Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. I had no idea what this match was going to look like. Like when I heard Philly Street Fight, I was expecting it to go outside, go backstage. I don't know, something. Like give me some outside in this thing. I know it's like super cold out, whatever.
Hey,
But
it was warmer tonight.
it was warmer tonight. But everyone looked great. Match started out pretty solid, and then dude, it just took a nosedive.
Yeah.
Just botches left and right.
Nah.
A few good moments. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, Scarlett took most of the bumps in this match.
I saw a table spot she did. That was pretty
She did
great.
that. She got a good like knee to the face in earlier, I believe it was.
Okay.
Oh, and then we should mention Bubba Ray Dudley was the guest
Was the
referee
ref.
for this match.
Sure.
Wasn't expecting that, but whatever.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, you know, it's a pretty extreme ECW-esque match. So why not have Bubba Ray Dudley there?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's where it all went to hell. The Street Profits set up a table to put Karrion Kross on, to then, you know, put him through the table, and they lift him up on the table, and the table just breaks.
Oh man,
When
I
they
missed
rolled
that.
him up on the table.
Oh jeez.
So
That's too bad.
everyone kind of deer in the headlights froze and didn't really know what to do. Who was it? Was it Montez Ford? Was he in this match?
Yeah.
Yeah, Montez Ford. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
he just beat the living hell out of Karrion Kross while they kind of decided what to do next. And they went and got another table, and they did it all over again, and they succeeded this time. But dude, Kross just got destroyed. I don't know who he's pissed off, but
yeah, it's so weird. I wonder that too, because I think he's like a quote unquote Triple H guy.
Yeah,
not to like everybody, but yeah, we'll see.
It was probably for me the worst match of the night. It was just a total cluster F. Yeah, unfortunately for all involved. Yeah. But Street Profits and Bobby came out on top. So
yeah, I caught the very end of that. That was fun. It was also, I think, maybe part one of many wrestlers dressing like the color of the stadium for some reason. Like, and I know it's also the Eagles colors, but it was like a weird. They did it. Logan Paul did it. Oh, somebody else did it last night, or a couple of people did it last night. I was like, did nobody check in with each other first?
I guess not. Call each other.
Yeah, I guess that stuff probably wouldn't, but it was so weird. Yeah, and then I caught the end of that one. I did see like the last little bit of the AJ Styles LA Knight.
Okay,
match. I saw like more of it, but
super solid grudge match. They both just beat the hell out of each other. Looked like LA Knight may have gotten injured, or he was just selling really well. But
I felt the same way about Bailey later in her match.
Yes, yeah.
She played that stuff real well, really well.
I was a little concerned. A lot of the selling tonight was everyone. I'm just gonna say it. Even with the botches in the Karrion Kross match, everyone just delivered. They went all out. I thought this was light years better than last night. But yeah, LA Knight came out on top, which was awesome. I think that's really gonna boost him up, and
that still says night one. We'll just take that off.
Yeah, let's just take that off. There we go. Now we can scan your UPC code on the
Yeah,
deck.
there you go.
It was great, man. Can't wait to see what LA does next. Let's see.
Yeah.
We got another comment here. XQY says this was the greatest WrestleMania I have watched. It
Oh,
was
nice.
definitely up there.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
It's very good. And they didn't push that main event longer than it needed to go, which is
Exactly.
good. Like they didn't draw it out. Everybody looked great. I loved. Wait, we'll get into that. We still got a couple more matches, but it was a good night. It was a good night. What was
Yeah.
the next one? Was that Logan Paul and
Yep.
Kevin Owens? And
For
yeah,
the U.S. Championship, Logan Paul, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens. First of all, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton coming in on like the golf cart. Amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
That.
That was pretty great.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you think of this match? Did you see the whole thing?
That might have been one of my favorite matches of the weekend.
It was fantastic.
Like, yeah, it was really good. Logan Paul is just annoyingly good at this whole thing. Even his entrance on that stupid Prime truck, like, was just
is great.
Like, I hate him so much, which is what you want.
Yeah.
And having his Prime bottle and have it be a different the iShowSpeed YouTuber guy, like all this, it's just this perfect cultivation of a heel. Like
Yes.
it really, and what's fun is he is doing I'm sure there were or are wrestlers out there who had like a Gen Z or I guess Logan Paul's maybe a millennial, but like that kind of gimmick of like this young YouTuber like kind of thing. And this guy is doing it better than anyone could possibly do it just by being himself. Like yes. It's heat you can't buy. Like it's so perfect.
But you know what you've been doing, Andrew? Prime energy.
Prime hydration. Prime hydration. Yeah, and I again, he had a great match. All three of them did so well. Like, and the spots were great, and everything was really clean. And they like you were saying, like just beating the hell out of each other, and really like enjoying it too, which was fun. Like I can't explain it, but all three of them looked like they were just really enjoying themselves.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like,
time of their lives.
Yeah, so
especially Randy Orton, dude.
Oh my god, just having a blast. Having a blast. Like I'm not looking forward to whenever they turn him back into a heel again, because they will do it at some point.
I know.
But he's having so much fun as a babyface right now.
Yeah, he is. I honestly feel like Kevin Owens might be the next to turn heel. We'll see though.
Maybe I would like to see like a program between him and Sammy. I think it's been a while, and that would be like a nice gut punch.
That would be interesting. Yeah, for sure. Well, Logan Paul retained, for those who did not know, so we will be seeing more of his face, more Prime, and honestly,
I figured he was going to too, because now I think SummerSlam is going to be in Cleveland this year. So
I think maybe he'll even headline. Who knows?
Maybe.
At that point, who knows? Yeah. All right. Next up, we had personally my favorite match.
Yeah.
Io Sky versus Bayley. Dude, I'm not a huge fan of either of these women, but
I like Bayley a lot. I'm not super. I haven't seen Io Sky wrestle a ton. This is only like the third or fourth match I've seen her wrestle.
Blew me away. She
really
absolutely blew me away in this match. She's known for her high spots and whatnot, but she made Bayley look so good tonight. So good. And Bayley just knocked it out of the park with, kind of being the quote unquote underdog in the match, I guess, with her injury, as it were. And,
yeah. And oh man, she played up that knee thing so well. I also just commend them a lot for, they went on before, but still to almost steal the show in a singles match with no extra gimmick or extra like anything, like just a straight up wrestling match. And they just outperformed so many people this weekend. A lot of people who were wrestling at the top of their game this weekend. This match was kind of just different, like better and different, like on a different level, operating on a different level, like just really, 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 really good. And the story was clean, and like it was exciting to see Bayley win. And I agree. I don't know what I was expecting, but I think I feel like the last couple of WrestleManias, the matches before the main events have not been like duds necessarily, but I'd have to look back. This is the first time in a while where I was left really hyped in the match before after the match before the main event.
Yeah. Agreed.
So that was really fun. Really, really good match.
I loved it. It was an A+ for me. Favorite match, I think, of the entire event. All right, we're there. We're at the main event. Amazing package, I thought, before the match. Really caught us up with everything, and then match unfolded, and we got almost 45 minutes, almost 50 minutes of just straight up wrestling, bloodline wrestling.
And what was cool too is so much of it was just Cody and Roman.
Yes, thank God.
Which I appreciated. Yeah, they really just took it to each other, and and by the time everybody started interfering, it was like and done.
Yep.
So yeah, again, I'm glad they didn't try to stretch it. I'm glad they didn't do anything weird with it. I mean, again, aside from taking the Undertaker out of whatever mall he was walking through.
Gotta get
that cardio first thing in the morning.
I know, come on.
And it's easier because it's air conditioned in there.
Yes, exactly. I need to bring up, speaking of weird, Seth coming out as the Shield.
Oh man, I loved that. I loved
it, dude, but like they completely like.
I guess the camera wasn't really super in the right place. They weren't trying, but
by the time we found out he was in the ring, he was already knocked out.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for Seth. This has not been his weekend.
Oh man, he's gonna get some nice time off. Go hang out with his kid. His kid, who, by the way, I thought they had a kid like recently. They had a kid in like 2020. So I was like, oh man, I'm behind.
Oh, okay.
But
screw that kid then.
Yeah. I liked that spot a lot because it was so ridiculous. And I kind of liked the we're gonna throw this curve at you. Not really. Not really.
Right. I honestly thought it was just a diversion to then bring Stone Cold out or something. But
and for a half second, I was like, oh, because I know you had mentioned Brock. I was like, did Brock use something Shield? I was like, no, this is.
No.
And then they were like, for 5 seconds, I was like, wait, is Jon Moxley still under contract? And then the thing happened. I was like, oh, okay.
For a fraction of a second, I thought when the Shield music came on that Seth and Moxley were going to come out.
Because it kind of doesn't make any sense to do it for just the one person.
No,
but it's kind of like a fun callback. But it was just silly. It was just a silly little bit.
It was.
It makes more sense than the Undertaker.
Exactly. So let's go there. Again, I thought it was great. You know, you had the Usos, you had Jimmy come out, and Jay took care of him. Awesome. That made perfect sense. You had Solo come out, Cena took care of him. Perfect, because that was their last match, was those two against one another. Solo killed him. Perfect. So then for me, it only made sense when The Rock came out. Who is The Rock faced at WrestleMania many times? Austin. I just feel like
Austin has won 2 out of those 3. Yeah, and Austin has won 2 out of those 3 matches. Like if we're looking at this person has a 1-up on The Rock, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Not The Undertaker for no reason. And it wasn't fun. Yeah, of course. It's The Undertaker. You're gonna get a lot of mileage out of that, especially when you literally only have him do one thing, which I at least appreciated that. I didn't have to watch that poor man run.
Exactly.
He just stood there.
You didn't even have to watch him enter or leave the ring.
No, I'm sure it didn't look great. So I was glad with that, but it just that part wasn't super satisfying for me, at least. Ben,
what's up, Ben?
True final boss. That's fair. Yeah.
That is fair, brother.
He is, and it's if anything, I don't know. Give me the big stupid hat. Give me the Cody Rhodes deserved that win with the storytelling with his father and Roman's family.
Absolutely.
Yeah, really good. Look, I liked the match. It's just, it was literally, if we're doing a cut and paste or a cut side, you can just cut the Undertaker out of there, and it could be literally anyone else. With him using him just made me think like, all right, who else could it be that's a better choice if you apparently couldn't get Stone Cold Steve Austin to just get in the ring and do like a stunner and leave? Oh man,
Yeah, I could.
that'd be something
Mankind.
for The
Let's
Rock.
get the Rock and Sock connection back.
Yeah,
I don't know. Well, we didn't get the Rock betrayal, at least not tonight. I mean, there's always tomorrow.
that's true. That's true. I do like that they kind of they already made last night about The Rock with him
True.
having a belt for no reason. It made more sense, or I was happier that they were just like, no, this is Cody's night.
Yep.
Cody's thing. He was out there just shaking hands. Oh, Damian Priest is up there right now giving an interview. He looks great. He's got his Homer Simpson glasses on. That's what I say whenever I see anybody wearing glasses.
I saw someone on Twitter call Damian Priest the bisexual Undertaker. I love that.
Love that. Oh yeah, I saw that too. And I think they said they call Rhea Ripley the Goth China.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. It was Cody's night. I'm so happy for him.
Yeah, and all those people that got in the ring to celebrate with him, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, which is really
LA
nice.
Knight for some reason.
LA Knight. Well, I think they used to wrestle with each other in Ring of Honor.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Same
Cool.
with Damian Priest.
Nice.
Who else? Punk came out there. I thought that was hilarious.
That was cool.
Like it was.
I did. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I cried once, and it was when he handed the belt to his mom.
Oh yeah, that was really sweet. That was really nice. I was just kind of like ended up crying at different spots several times throughout after he won, because they just did it really well, and I like it's just like anything else. I was really pulled into that story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
feels
awesome,
wild.
man.
It feels. I'm so excited to see what happens tomorrow night. Like I just have no idea.
Me too.
Except for maybe that we'll see Mr. Jacob Fatu.
Right. He just got signed today. Is that correct?
Yeah. And I think he's the Usos' brother, maybe.
I don't know. That's a very good question.
I know he's just,
he's definitely in the family. Fatu.
Right.
Yeah, it's got to be a brother.
They're his cousins.
Cousins. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fair enough. Where's he coming from?
Wait, is this guy Umaga's son? Just like the indie circuit.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I feel like I looked this up the other day, and now being the son of Sam Fatu. Oh no, he's son of the Tonga kid. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
XQY says, I didn't appreciate Roman enough until tonight. Thank you, Roman. Absolutely.
Roman's
Oh man, talk about going out in a blaze of like glory.
Mm-hmm.
Like I truly think he showed such grace with that loss tonight. And also his acting abilities, kind of the rumor is he wants to get into Hollywood and kind of take after The Rock, and
we'll see. Because he kind of tried that already, and it didn't work.
It didn't work out.
Yeah. Like I think he even had lines cut from Hobbs and Shaw, which like if your lines are cut from that movie,
I
don't know. It's up. Yeah.
Who knows what he's doing in his off time? Maybe he's doing the Stella Adler technique or something. Who knows?
It's funny too. I feel like he said at the beginning to Cody Rhodes, like he was like, go ahead, beat his ass, like talking about himself in the third person. I mean, anyway, it's being a bingo card, right? The Rock shit himself. Yeah. I guess so, but I think Taker was on my Mania bingo card all the time until he got beat. Until that, like I need to relook up like what the lore is behind him losing, like breaking the streak, but it just kind of like took the air out of it for me. And now I think like, just to answer that person's question, I think I don't think of him on my WrestleMania bingo card because I've seen him embarrass himself too much.
Yeah.
Wrestling past when he should be wrestling. Tonight was not one of those times.
No.
He just looked kind of silly, but he got in there, he did a choke slam, and he left somewhat quickly. But there have been other times in recent years, especially, where it's just like this man should not be wrestling anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He's huge. Your body doesn't like stay in tip-top shape forever when you're like that, and he's got to be. I always feel like he's younger than I think that he is, but he's age comes for us all.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah, I think it was for them to go crazy. Like, it is.
A lot of it tonight was for the fans to
Yeah.
go
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, absolutely. But you know what would have made them go even crazier? Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Why? I mean,
I don't
how could
know.
they
I
not
honestly don't.
get
I
him?
honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. Unless he just
Money?
straight up did not want to. Which
It's
I
possible.
wouldn't be surprised. I think it is possible. I wouldn't be surprised if they asked him and he said no, because I feel like he's kind of had that mentality towards it for a while.
Yeah.
Like, he
He's
stays in
he's
shape,
very
but
okay with being done with wrestling. He's said it
yeah.
many times,
Yeah.
Whereas I think you look at someone like Taker and he's just like trying to relive moments and just can't
Yeah.
let it go. And I
Yeah.
get it. I get it. That happens with a lot of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Hello to Jose. 10 out of 10. Great show. What more can you ask for WrestleMania? Is a show, a theater. It's no PWG battle for Los Angeles.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah, I had a great time. Both nights, but yeah, I think tonight just really capped things off pretty strongly. And they didn't try to rush anything, and they didn't try to make things go too long. It was a good night.
It was a great night. It was a great
Yeah.
WrestleMania
Yeah.
overall, I thought. I highly enjoyed tonight much more than yesterday, but I
Mm.
think with a few days to let it breathe, see what happens tomorrow, we will be able to come to the show on Wednesday with like our in-depth discussion on every match, our kind of ranking of the matches um and take it from there, man.
Yeah. Sounds
Yeah.
groovy to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a good time. We'll have Paul, my colleague here, who's also a huge wrestling fan, is gonna join us as well. We'll get his insights too. But yeah, so join us this upcoming Wednesday, guys, for our post WrestleMania and Raw episode. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and
Mhm.
Instagram. Go over to our Instagram and check out these awesome ringside videos that Dramatico over on Instagram is posting. They're
Mhm.
fantastic. And yeah, leave us a rating and review if you can. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, all that stuff. Okay, I'm done
Mhm.
begging for that likes and
We
all
also
that.
have a Patreon, the
Oh, yes,
patreon.com/somewhere in the ring. I'm not done
thank you.
begging.
No, understood.
But yeah,
May I
please,
have
if
some
you
more?
also, if you're with us right now and you haven't left a review on like Apple iTunes, it just helps a lot. Helps with the visibility, gets us out there more. So if you could take a moment, even right now, we can wait.
We'll wait.
Just no. But
Actually, no, we have to go to bed.
yeah,
It's
I have
clear
to go to
we're
sleep.
both
I'm
very
very
tired,
tired.
as I'm
Very
sure a lot
tired.
of you are, but we
But
will be much more awake and
exhilarated as
ready.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. All
Sweet.
right. So we're gonna go fall asleep to the press conference and
Mhm.
call it a night, guys. But thank you
Yeah.
for joining us on this special live stream reaction to Night Two of
Man,
WrestleMania. And
I can't believe I cried.
oh gosh,
I
me
can't
too,
believe I
man.
cried. Yeah.
That's all you can ask for at a WrestleMania. So
That was the first, I think. Actually, no, Kofi. I cried for Kofi.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That is fair. I cried for Karrion Cross.
That's bad.
Tears of pity, however, not tears of happiness. I love you, Karrion Cross. If you're watching this right now, I know
I'm
he's a
sure he
subscriber.
is.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
I'm sure he's watching. Yep.
All right,
All
Andrew.
right.
Have a
Good
great
night,
night,
pal.
buddy.
You too.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank you for joining us once again, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.